What is up, guys? It is Nistro here, and forget everything you are doing right now because Six Samurai's True Shadow did just get its effect revealed. So we did see the artwork before. I did kind of give a little prediction of what I thought the card would do, and a little bit about the lore as well, because it does just look like Spirit of the Six Samurai in Great Shogun Shien armor. Maybe Shogun Shien dies or something. But yeah, so the thing that you have to realize about this card is that it's based solely around the Shadow Six Samurais, and I think that's a little. It's not the best in my opinion. They should have just made it for any Six Samurai, but it's kind of like the Kizan of the Shadow Six Samurai. So let me tell you what I'm talking about. So, Dark Warrior, level 4, 500 attack, 2000 defense. When you normal summon or special summon the Shadow Six Samurai monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. So he's kind of like he's just a free summon when you summon a Shadow Six Samurai. Now remember, other than like Fuma, like the Shadow Six Samurais aren't really that fast as like a deck or as like a whole. Like normal, like even if you're making a Shadow Six Samurai deck, like if your intention is to focus around the Shadow Six Samurais, you would still be using like Kizan and Kaigeki, maybe Kagemusha based on your build, but you know, it wouldn't be entirely Shadow Six Samurais. And so having a card that's based around Shadow Six Samurais only kind of hinders how many copies you would play of it. Also, it only special summons itself when you normal or special summon another Shadow Six Samurai. Well, he's not a Shadow Six Samurai himself, but you would have to have another monster. Or to summon out another monster and then also have them in your hand. So that may not happen too often. You might be able to summon them during your opponent's turn if you like double edge or something. I don't know. And his second effect is once per turn you get banished from level 4 lower 6 samurai monster from your graveyard. This card's attribute, level, attack, and defense become the same as the banished monsters until the end of the turn. This would have been better if it said the effect as well, because copying the effect of the card would have actually made it a whole lot better. We would have been able to have some more crazy plays, but only gaining the attribute and the attack and the level is not really that big of a deal. Maybe for synchro summoning, but it's like that's going to be real niche. It's going to be like real rare situations. So what do I think about this card, man? It just shows that the lack of real effort put into the Shadow Six Samurais effect-wise, because you know artwork-wise they look amazing. The Six Shinobi, the trap card, that card looks pretty great, and this guy looks pretty dope as well. It's just their effects aren't really as good as they could be, and so because of that, it kind of suffers a lot because it kind of lowers its playability and its ability to function as a deck. Like the Legendary Six Samurai, when the Legendary Six Samurai were revealed, for the most part, I mean, I know Kagemusha isn't one of them, but for the most part, you can play Six Samurais using only the Legendary Six Samurais, like Kaigeki, or at least the ones released in both Storm of Ragnarok and Extreme Victory, both Kaigeki, Elder, Kagemusha, Anishi, and Kizan. If you played a Six Samurai deck using that, those would be the only Six Samurais that you need. You know what I'm saying? It's like playing the old ones is kind of like an option, and playing these you kind of feel the same way. It's like it's real optional. Now with Kizaru and Fuma being real good because of its effect and its ability to summon out lots of Six Samurais per turn, because of it activates when it's destroyed by a card effect, especially level 4 lower 6 Samurai monster from your deck. It allows for a lot more plays, but there's no card inside the archetype that actually destroys Six Samurai monsters, other than like Cunning or that trap. Not the trap. The spell card, which you summon out a Six Samurai from grave. It's kind of minus, unless you know what I'm saying. So yeah, the deck really could use better support, but at least the artwork is good. And I guess at this point they didn't want to give Six Samurais too much, because you know Six Samurais have already hit their prime, and I guess we're kind of just getting like the Blackwing treatment, just mediocre support here and there. But this is a V-Jump promo in Japan, so we don't even know if we're even going to get him over here in America. anytime soon. But yeah, I guess that's really all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. This was Nistro here. Peace.